Yo, what's up, guys? We're back for another week of UFC breakdown and predictions. This week it's for UFC San Antonio, and you couldn't really ask for a better main event. We got Chito Vera getting in there against Corey Sandhagen. 135 has been on fire. They've been putting a lot of shows headlined by 135ers. They just recently had the Murad versus Petr Yan fight. Now they're having this one. So it's good that they're showcasing this division because it's really, really a fire division. And yeah, but besides that, man, the rest of the card is pretty good as well. And let's try to hit the like button on this video. Let's try to get 150 likes. If you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely should subscribe. I'm one of the longest tenured prediction video predictors here. And I also am pretty good with betting tips as well. So if you go to patreon.com/MMA I'm top 10 in the world currently on Bet MMA tips tracked for units profit. And right now I do have 4 bets for Fury FC 76, which is coming up Friday. Probably going to have a few bets for LFA and for some other shows that are going on this week. And I have a few bets for UFC already as well. So if you want to check that out, go to patreon.com/MMA You'll be supporting the channel and you'll be able to make some money on some MMA bets, watch some fights, and make some cash. So it's definitely worth it. And yeah, man, let's get into this video though with this first fight. We got Tamires Vidal and Hailey Cowan. And Hailey Cowan, she was supposed to fight recently against Aline Perez and had issues. I think she had like an ovarian cyst rupture or something like that. I'm not really sure, and it precluded her from being able to fight after the weight cut. And she got a quick turnaround here, so hopefully everything's all good. But Tamires Vidal, she had a really good UFC debut. She went in there and got that flying knee knockout in the first round over Ramona Pascual, but I do think she still has a lot to prove. At 24 years old, she could make a lot of improvements really quickly, and you know she's going to have confidence coming off that highlight reel knockout, so potentially she could be an improved fighter coming in here, but from what I've seen, her striking is still rudimentary. She'll throw some kicks out there, big overhands. She's fast, athletic, so that helps, but she loads up on her punches, and it's pretty easy to see her shots coming most of the time. Vidal essentially wants to try to clinch, push fighters to the fence, and from there she'll get it to the ground where she likes to attack leg locks, but her wrestling isn't that good, and she can be put on her back herself. She tends to accept the takedown to play jiu-jitsu, and if she can't get the submission, she'll get beat up a little bit. We saw Aline Perez fight Vidal, and Aline Perez was dominating that fight, but she just kept getting some fouls during the fight, and eventually she got DQ'd for some illegal elbows, but she was taking Vidal down, had Vidal tired, and was defending her submissions and just kind of beating her up from the top position. And Vidal, if she can't get the leg locks going or can't get into an advantageous position on the ground, she tends to get tired, and that's why I think that her cardio is a little questionable, especially she has a limited amount of fights. And Hailey Cowan is similar. She doesn't have very many fights herself, but I think that Cowan is the better athlete. I think she is probably the better striker. She has decent kicks. She will throw some okay punches. I think she's just a little bit cleaner, even though both girls are more grappling oriented, wrestling oriented. Cowan, I think, is going to be wanted early on in the fight to push Vidal against the cage, try to get her tired, use her size, because I do think she's the bigger fighter. And ultimately, I think if she can get her tired, she can start to have more confidence to take her down, use her ground and pound, because that's where Cowan is at her best, with her elbows, her punches from the top position. She's very strong, good top pressure, and that's usually what she wants to do. It's just she needs to be, defending a lot of leg locks during this camp, working that, trying to work just basic submission defense from the top position. And if she can do that, I think she can have the better cardio and the better wrestling, be the more physical, bigger fighter, be able to pin Vidal against the cage, get her tired, land some limited punches from the outside. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of striking at range in this fight. I don't really envision there to be a lot of striking from range, and the only issue is Cowan is coming off having to cut weight recently. If she's going to have to do it again, maybe that's going to affect her. She had to have 2 I guess she didn't have another training camp because this fight was not that long a notice, but she's had to try to get up now for 2 different dates, and who knows, this is her UFC debut as well, so I'm not saying that Cowan is someone that I would run to bet, but if you look at the line on Tapology right now, I think that was the opener where she was a plus 190. Now she's a slight favorite, I believe, or it's almost a pick'em type of fight, so a lot of money came in on Cowan, and I do agree that Cowan should get the victory here, but probably a pass for me just because I don't know how exactly Cowan is going to look, and we already saw Vidal could step up to the moment, and she had a really good performance in her debut, so you can't count her out, but I'm going to go with Hailey Cowan by decision.